So, herzlich willkommen zurück zum 7. Teil von Chickenpolice Painted Red. Wir befragen jetzt mal Miezekätzchen zu ihrem offenbar Erpressungen, die sie erhält, Bedrohungen. Und ja, ich glaube, der Herr Sunny hat so ein bisschen sein Herz an sie verloren. Gucken wir uns mal an, wie es weitergeht. So. Oh, ein Gemälde von Miezekätzchen von hinten.
Gee, that is a unique picture and kind of daring. I admit I've never seen anything quite like it before.
Yes, I admit it's a little daring. I keep it. It evokes good memories. A precious old friend of mine. A most wonderful artist.
He's got an eye, that's for sure, considering his model.
Was that supposed to be some kind of compliment?
I don't know. I don't compliment often. Not on purpose, anyway.
Oh, you're funny.
You got a beautiful place here, Natasha. A peaceful little island on the ocean of madness, with very classy furniture.
Ibn likes me surrounded by elegant things, you know?
You're an elegant thing yourself, sweetheart.
Oh, that's charming. Thank you, detective.
I bet you spend a lot of your time staring into the mirror. Do you even recognize yourself?
Maybe you were trying to be rude, but, you know, that's a very good question.
I was just trying to be rude.
Oh, really? Well, then I'm sorry.
Don't mention it.
Gut, haben wir alles durchsucht. Quatschen wir mal.
How do you like your bourbon, Mr. Featherland?
In a glass. But thanks, I had a couple before I came. I feel like this may be a long night.
Ich habe irgendwie auch einen Kopf gehabt im Glas. Am besten.
I hope it doesn't bother you if I have one myself.
I get offended if women don't drink in my company.
Oh, you are a funny guy.
So I've been told. Anyway, lovely room.
Yes. Look, Mr. Featherland.
It's sunny. Saves us a lot of time.
Okay, Sonny.
So, why am I here?
You know, men tend to babble in my presence.
It must be exhausting.
It is. But you're not the type to beat around the bush.
Is it too banal if I tell you it's an occupational hazard?
Terribly.
So can I start the unpleasant questions?
I've asked you here so you can do what you do best.
Really? I thought you asked because you wanted me to investigate for you. But if you'd rather be drinking...
Oh, you do have a sense of humor. How reassuring.
Only if I'm a bit hungover. That's usually quite common.
Oh, please drop the act about being the alcoholic, heartbroken ex-cop, Sonny. It would undoubtedly suit you, but I've seen you scanning my room. From the second you set foot in here, you started working, and everything I say gets sorted in your brain. Am I right?
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, it's something like that.
Well then, Sonny, come at me.
Oh, that's something I don't hear often. With pleasure.
Ja, dann wollen wir mal, ne?
Natasha is a confident woman. I can exploit that. But I must be careful. Every part of her oozes danger.
Selbstbewusst ist okay. Das war eine bemerkenswerte
That was a
Vorstellung.
remarkable performance.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Do you perform here frequently? You're also the owner, if I'm not mistaken.
Sadly, I don't have the time, but the stage still calls my name, and I perform just a few times a year, and always with a new song.
So that was all the excitement.
I have many admirers, if that's what you mean. Yes.
Geheimnisvoll. Das Bild an der Wand ist ziemlich gewagt. Das hatten wir schon. Hier ist es wirklich sehr elegant. Ihr Zimmer eingeschrieben. Ja, wir nehmen das zweite.
The place is very elegant, and so's your room.
Why, thank you.
I kind of feel like I'm in a museum.
Well, that depends on the kind of museum.
The kind with nice things.
Oh.
Suspiciously nice things, just like you.
Do you think I'm suspicious?
We'll see about that.
Try me.
Okay, was können Sie mir zu Even Whistler sagen? Glauben Sie, dass einer Ihrer Bewunderer hinter... Ja, wir nehmen mal das zweite, ne?
Do you think one of your admirers might be behind the threats?
Those who admire me usually idolize me. No, I don't think it's one of them.
You know, the soul of an animal is extremely complicated. Sometimes all it takes is a bad look or some small rejection to turn admiration into hate.
That's a stillborn theory. No one hates me if they once loved me, Mr. Detective.
Selbstbewusstsein.
Ah, I see.
Nein, Selbstsicherheit. Halt, kommt hin. Warum haben Sie Deborah geschickt? Sie ist ein nettes Mädchen, aber warum sind Sie nicht selbst gekommen? Gute Frage. Dieser ganze Fall stinkt zum Himmel. Was wollen Sie denn eigentlich von mir? Haben Sie vielleicht Beweisstücke bezüglich der Drohung aufbewahrt? Ah. Er wird nur ausweichen. Na, nach Beweisstücke fragen ist gar nicht.
Do you have any material evidence concerning the threats?
You may think I'm irresponsible, but I didn't keep any of it. I simply couldn't bear to look at them.
Natürlich.
Didn't you think maybe the police would need it?
I didn't think I needed the police. Moreover, do you think the girlfriend of Ibn Wessler could ever turn to the cops?
I see. So, what about me? How do I come into the picture?
It sounds ridiculous, but you're my last hope.
That does sound ridiculous, but I accept. My ego and old habits.
You can't do anything else, can you?
Something like that. A leopard can't change its spots. Deep behind the diamond skin lies the truth. It doesn't matter how hard Natasha's trying to hide it. She's scared. Now I must concentrate to finally find out what I want to know.
Ist aber auch selbstbewusst, geheimnisvoll, kalt, ängstlich. Was genau stand in den Drohungen?
What was in those threats, exactly?
The message itself is not a threat. It's just a word.
But a word again and again is threatening.
Exactly.
So,
You really don't have any idea which word could be used for a woman like me?
It's a Katze?
I guess I do. Yes, I think I know what it could be.
Pelz?
Whore.
Achso.
Cat got your tongue? Am I right? You heard it. I said what you were thinking. And yes, that was in the message. That was printed on the paper and painted on my wall in giant red letters.
Well, thank you for your honesty.
So Filmer, ist der ihretwegen hier? Ich schlage vor, sie tauchen eine Weile unter. Hat niemand den Täter gesehen? Wirklich keine Spur von ihm. Könnten die Drohungen etwas mit der gefährlichen Beziehung zwischen ihnen zu tun haben? Ja.
Could the threats have anything to do with the dangerous relationship between you?
You mean I'm a cat and he's a rat?
Every interracial relationship has risk, but yes, this one's more conspicuous than most.
Clawville's a very open and free city, but I guess you see more radical transgressions than I do.
One of the most common causes in homicidal and predatory cases, ma'am. So, yes.
Well, I don't know about that. Nobody ever questioned our relationship openly. We are what we are. And you know, if you're interested in my personal feelings, danger fills our relationship with a flavor no other can replace.
It must be one interesting relationship, that's for sure. I'm not sure I can feel the same, but I can certainly understand it.
Maybe one day you'll experience it, Sonny. Have you ever been with a predator before?
Well, that's unsteady ground, Natasha. Let's turn the questioning around if you don't mind.
As you wish, Sonny.
Okay. Wie viele Dummköpfe wie mich haben sie schon benutzt? Ja, okay. Jetzt können wir nur noch Brechereien.
How many fools like me have you used up, Natasha?
In all my life? Well...
I just forget it. I don't want to know. Curiosity killed the cat. No pun intended.
I'm just joking. You're not a fool, Sonny. I know that was supposed to be a kind of insult, but it usually rolls right off me. I can't take cock-a-doodling, so you can put aside the strutting stuff while you're talking to me.
Fair point. Broadcast received, ma'am. Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge out at least one of her secrets. Enough games. It's time to know why I'm here.
Wow.
Let's stop beating about the bush. How do you know Molly?
I'm prepared for that question, but it's still not easy.
You knew very well that if you threw in the name of my wife, I'd come to you, no matter how vague and suspicious the case was. I just want to know if you're simply a manipulator, or you're really that desperate.
I really know her. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? How? Were you a nurse, too? Forgive me, but I don't think so.
Don't be rude and so cynical, Sonny.
I'm sorry, but that's me when feline claws are at my throat.
Molly is an old and good friend of mine. She has nothing to do with this, but I knew that if I didn't mention it to you, you wouldn't have come.
Yeah, Natasha, you're right there.
I knew you were a decent fowl, that you would help me. That's what you're famous for.
Don't go there. Flattery doesn't work.
Look, forgive me. I shouldn't have brought your wife into this.
You're right, you shouldn't have. But to be honest, I don't think she's my wife anymore. On paper she is, but I haven't seen her in years.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Really?
Okay, schweigen wir uns jetzt an.
I did. I knew. I checked you out before I sent Deborah.
Cluck me. This case is getting more and more intriguing.
Okay. Was genau wollen Sie von mir? Sie haben mich von Anfang an das... Ach, hier.
What exactly do you want
Direkt
from me?
drauf.
You are really as good as they say you are. And I'm not selling lucky dips, Sonny. Find them, whoever they are, and...
Whatever it takes.
Not exactly, but something like that.
You know, if I didn't see the speck of fear behind the confidence shining in your eyes, I wouldn't take the case.
I'm not afraid.
You're terrified, Natasha. Don't be ashamed.
You must solve this. As soon as you can. Money's not an issue.
War jetzt nicht so toll.
Just one more thing, Sonny.
Gewünscht.
Natasha?
Please, come to 37 Rochester Street in Flower Town tonight. I'd like to show you something that could be of a great help in your investigation.
I was afraid this was coming. Why there? Why not here and now?
It's something I keep hidden there. I won't take the risk of Ibn or one of his men seeing it.
Isn't Ibn too dangerous to keep secrets from?
Sonny, a woman is naked without her secrets. I knew you would understand.
Oh yeah, I understand everything. So, when do we meet? The night is almost over.
I'll be there in an hour. Don't be early, and don't be too late.
Look, Natasha, you know...
Please, this is very important to me.
Sure, I get it. I'll be there.
Thank you.
Until later, Natasha.
Goodbye, Sonny.
Achso, jetzt können wir sie noch befragen? Ja, okay, dann befragen wir sie mal.
Why did you name it the Tsar Club when you took over? It was the Millions before.
Maybe you can guess my origins from my name and my accent. I come from the eastern Tsardom of Slavonia. We are quite respectful of our leaders.
You feel that's not the case here in Clawville?
Here? No, absolutely not, Mr. Featherland. Many here don't even know the name of their king. To them, he's only the Fox King. It's quite disrespectful and rude.
There's some truth to that.
Where I'm from, we choose our leaders ourselves, and whatever they do later, we proudly stand by our decision.
So that's why the name, in respect to your country.
Don't take me for so sentimental. It's only partly the reason. We lived there until I was 14. Then we had to flee. It doesn't matter why. In the end, I was the only one who made it to Clawville. So the name isn't because of nostalgia or respect. More like a reminder.
So, why Deborah?
I could not seek you out in person. It was risky even to send Debbie.
It's too late now. Mr. Wessler is aware of my little investigation.
I'm sorry I got her mixed up in this. She's a lovely girl.
She looked like one. May I be brash?
It's New Year's Eve. Everything goes tonight.
Ibn, do you love him?
In my own way? Yes, I do.
In my own way.
Whatever that means.
Ja, genau.
You can't understand this, Sonny. There are women who can't actually love. Not like they're supposed to. But that doesn't mean they don't love however they can.
That's not a real answer, is it?
If you only accept yes or no, then yes, I love him.
So this message...
I'm sorry I had to upset you, Sonny, but if I didn't take that step, would we be talking here right now?
Well, probably I'd be dead drunk and counting sheepmen in my dreams.
I'm good for you, you see?
Yeah, you're a real angel. Why just me? What's wrong with my partner?
Nothing in the world. I just like to be discreet. I wanted to talk to you in private because of Molly.
Well, thank you for your discretion. It means a lot.
Don't mention it.
So, who's this Olivia bird?
I know well what you're curious about. You want to know if she's sleeping with Ibn.
The thought may have crossed my mind.
You men. But guess what? Maybe she does.
You don't care?
As long as he loves me, I don't.
Well, that's your business. What do you know about her?
She's not the one threatening me. You can be sure of that. I know that was your next thought. The lovesick assistant is jealous of the boss's girlfriend and wants to flick her out of the picture. It would even stand up, but Olivia doesn't have feelings. If she let Ibn sleep with her, it's because she does what he says, nothing more.
That was so honest and raw, I'm inclined to believe it.
So, dann noch einmal anquatschen.
Seriously, how did you find me? Not even my boss knows where I live.
Although I didn't include Ibn in my little private mission, some of his resources were still available to me.
Yeah, let me guess. There's someone at the station working for him.
Someone? You're so cute when you're playing naive.
Have you ever had dealings with the police?
Not in this city.
And otherwise?
Does it really matter, Mr. Featherland?
Maybe it does. More than a little.
I'm afraid you'll have to unravel that thread yourself. But you will find nothing but a dead end.
Okay. Haben wir dazu gekriegt? Ach ja. Gut. Gehen wir mal wieder raus.
Well,
Weren't you supposed to be waiting in the car?
I was bored to tears, Sonny. I also thought maybe something happened to you.
You thought Natasha had eaten me alive, huh?
Well, who knows? You're such a fragile little thing.
I'm too old for this, Marty.
Then next time, leave the dangerous predators to me.
I didn't mean that, Marty. I meant you.
Oh.
Oh, der Arme. Gut. Ach, guck mal. Quatschen wir die Alte doch einfach mal an.
Oh, it's you. How can I help you, gentlemen?
Look, we really don't want to dig into your personal life, but...
But what exactly is my relationship with Mr. Wessler? And how close am I to him?
You don't beat around the bush, ma'am.
Well, actually, I remember.
I don't have time to chit-chat, Mr. Featherland. So yes, I'm not one to beat around the bush. And no, I'm not sleeping with Mr. Wessler.
Well, thanks for the quick and straight answer.
Anything else?
Also, ich gehe da mal die Liste durch mit dir.
Do you come here often, Olivia?
No, not really.
Well, okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. You know, Ibn's not as ferocious as you'd think. On the contrary, he's become very different recently.
I heard. Don't you find that weird? A sudden change of heart?
Sometimes an animal just has enough. Fed up and wants a change. I deeply respect that.
Well, thank you for your honesty, ma'am. What's your relationship with Miss Natasha Katsenko?
We've talked a bit, that's all.
There's no tension between you? You know, the pretty secretary.
Well, thank you for your compliment, Mr. Featherland. No, no tension. Natasha's an intelligent woman. I respect her.
Is that mutual?
That I can't tell.
If I'm not mistaken, Natasha has a weekend house in Flowerville.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you tell me anything about it?
I've never been there. Allegedly, it's beautiful. Elegant and luxurious. Just like Natasha herself.
Okay.
Look, Olivia, you know, last time...
Please, Marty, there's no need.
Yes, there is. I know I wasn't a gentleman, and I know I should have called you, but I was young and...
You don't have to explain. I wasn't waiting long for your call. I forgot about it fast.
Wow.
That's good to hear, I suppose.
Okay. Fragen wir mal noch den Handlanger.
Excuse me, pal. My name is Santino Featherland.
Gabriel, what do you want? Chickens.
Do you happen to know where Mr. Wessler went?
Do you take me for a fool? Get out of here while I'm in a good mood, birds.
Okay. Thanks, big boy.
Nette Miezekatze. Gut.
So, have you talked to Natasha?
In fact, yes. She was, kind of mysterious.
I bet she was. You know, I've never abandoned a case before. Not voluntarily, anyway. But that woman...
You're, too old for this shit, huh?
As you say, pal.
That's exactly how I felt, too.
Before you leave, take this and examine it closely.
What is it?
The reason I've decided all of this is not worth it for me.
Wow, that sounds encouraging.
Take care of yourselves, guys. This case, maybe it goes deeper than you'd think.
Oh, that makes my feathers stand on end.
Ah, old croakers. You're safe while I'm here.
Ja, genau.
Okay, I didn't say anything.
Der noch was?
Hey, Big Nose, where did Mr. Wessler go?
Unfortunately, I don't know, Big Face. But I wouldn't tell you even if I did.
Ja.
Really?
Say, did anyone ever tell you that you're an irritating piece of sh...
Anything else, dear sirs?
Okay, was haben wir da gekriegt?
We stepped into it, didn't we?
Was ist das? Eine Telefonliste oder was?
We stepped into it, didn't we? Of all that's furry, what kind of a list is this?
Exactly. I have no idea, but I don't even want to find out.
Those names, all top dogs. Maybe they play cards together.
Sure, that's very likely. Anyway, I pried this list out of a dead man's hand. Somebody dropped him outside the forest, a few miles from the Wessler residence.
I should have known she was keeping secrets.
Keeping secrets? She's the secret herself.
Thanks, Filmar. This could be important.
Don't thank me. Maybe I've just signed your death warrant.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh, shut up, Marty.
Gut. So, Hinweise. Ihm versucht jedes Mal das Thema zu wechseln, sobald wir auf die Drohung zu sprechen kommen. Er weiß eindeutig mehr, als er zugibt. Okay. Natascha hat Angst und diese Angst ist echt, aber trotzdem erzählt sie mir nicht alles und das gefällt mir nicht. Natascha bat mich, sie in ihrem Wochenendhaus zu besuchen, wo sie mir etwas zeigen möchte. Normalerweise würde mir so eine Einladung sehr gefallen, aber jetzt mache ich mir Sorgen. Die Drohung oder eher Beleidigung in den Botschaften an Natascha ist immer dieselbe. Hure. Knapp, aber trotzdem vielsagend. Ich habe auf der Liste, die Filmar mir zugesteckt hat, nur ein paar Namen zuordnen können, aber diese stammen ausnahmslos aus den höchsten Kreisen von Clawville. Es könnte eine Gästeliste für eine Hochzeit sein, aber das bezweifle ich. Ja, das bezweifle ich auch. Personen. Natascha. Auffällig grüne Augen. Sie ist eindeutig in Schwierigkeiten, genau wie ich. Natascha ist wirklich eine mysteriöse Frau und sie wirkt auch gefährlich. Allerdings steckt sie ohne Zweifel in echten Schwierigkeiten. Die Frage ist sie die Ursache des Problems oder ist es jemand anders? Sie ist aus Stowonien, dem Zarenreich im Norden, aus dem ihre Familie flüchten musste. Als sie Clawville erreichte, war sie bereits Waise. Die Liste mit all diesen Namen der besseren Gesellschaft muss etwas mit Natascha zu tun haben und damit auch mit den Drohungen. Das ist gut möglich. Wie es scheint, hat auch Filmer irgendwann für Natascha gearbeitet, den Fall aber aufgegeben, als sie ihm die Sache zu heiß wurde. Trotzdem hat er ein Beweisstück zurückbehalten, wie es für einen guten Privatdetektiv gehört, und das könnte sich als sehr nützlich erweisen. Ihm befasst sich derzeit mit dem Fleischersatzmarkt. Jedenfalls haben er und auch seine Assistentin uns das erzählt. Ihm verhielt sich recht seltsam und zögerte, als ich ihm davon erzählte, dass ich Natascha getroffen hatte. Es wäre interessant, die Geschichte aus einer anderen Perspektive heraus erzählt zu bekommen. Nach der Show hat ihm den Zaglob verdächtig schnell verlassen. Olivia Blackwick. Für eine Krähe ungewöhnlich groß und schlank, sie ist still und geheimnisvoll. Olivia ist derzeit Ibn Wesslers Assistentin und Begleitperson. Es könnte sich als wertvoll erweisen, herauszufinden, ob mehr als eine berufliche Beziehung zwischen Miss Krähe und Mr. Ratte besteht. Laut Natascha ist diese Frau völlig gefühllos, was sie eigentlich als Verfasserin der Drohung ausschließt. Allerdings nicht unbedingt als Ibns Liebhaberin. Marty hatte für kurze Zeit einige Dates mit Olivia. Das ist alles. Mehr will ich auch gar nicht wissen. Nee. Katze. Gabriel, der Quäler Antipov, Lux. Lynx. Still und tödlich, er ist höchstwahrscheinlich aus Stowonien. Dieser Rotluchs ist vermutlich einer von Ibn Wesslers Schlägern. Ja, würde ich auch sagen. Orte. Weekendhaus. Natascha Katzenkos Wochenendhaus. Es befindet sich im saubersten Viertel der Stadt, dem isoliert gelegenen Bezirk Flowerville. Ich würde zu gern wissen, was sie dort verborgen hält. Stowonia. Die karge Welt der stolzen Stowonen wird größtenteils von Raubtieren und Großkatzen bevölkert. Die politische Lage zwischen Clawville und Stowonien ist heikel und voller Spannungen, was sowohl historische als auch wirtschaftliche Gründe hat. Das stowonische Zarenreich gehörte zwar zu den größten Verlierern des Fleischkrieges, doch die meisten Tiere sehen in den Stowonen den Auslöser für den Zweiten Fleischkrieg und die möglicherweise größte Bedrohung der modernen Welt. Hektor III. Hektor III., oder wie die meisten Tiere ihn nennen, König Fuchs, ist das dritte Mitglied der Faluyu-Dynastie. Auch wenn Clawville ein kleiner Staat ist, so gehört doch der König zu den einflussreichsten Tieren der ganzen Wildnis. Nicht nur aufgrund der Bedeutung der Stadt selbst, sondern auch wegen ihres kolonialen Reichtums. Okay. Gut. Dann wäre das Wochenendhaus das nächste. Da würde ich aber wieder einen Cut machen. Ich danke soweit fürs Zuschauen und ich hoffe, man hört sich nächstes Mal wieder.